I'm here to do a session with Annie in front of all of you. So today we will discuss about explore your priorities, and this is our topic for today. So also I have prepared some questions related to this topic. So we will dive deeper and deeper into this topic so that we will discover it that about something about this topic that which is our priority and how to handle them and why is this our priority and many more questions. So let's share it our screen of call any so that we will start it without wasting your time. So I hope you are seeing my screen. So let's go to Annie. Hello Annie, how are you and how's your day?
Hey there. My anniversary was fantastic. Thanks for asking. We went out for a nice dinner and then watched a movie at home. How have you been?
I'm also good. Today we have another topic to discuss, that is explore your priorities, and also I have some questions related to this topic from you. So let's dive deeper into this topic and we'll ask your questions. So my first question to you is, what are the top three things you can't imagine living without?
That's a great question. For me, the top three things I can't imagine living without are my family, creativity, and laughter. How about you? What are your top three things you can't live without?
Same. This is
That's
also
awesome. It's so important to have those
it's
things in our
same to me.
lives. What's
So
your next question?
yeah,
I'm here and
I'm discussing it with you.
take your.
So my second question is, when you wake up, what's the first thing you think about?
When I wake up, the first thing I think about is usually what I have planned for the day and any tasks or goals I want to accomplish. How about you? What's the first thing that comes to your mind when you wake up?
I'll check my mobile. This is the first thing that I do when I wake up early in the morning. So this is the first thing and my first activity to do. Uh, and after that, I pray namaz, and then I will read some pages of Quran, and these are my activities to do when I wake up early in the morning. So let's move on to the next question. What do you do daily that really aligns with your values?
One thing I do daily values is practicing gratitude. I make it a point to take a moment each day to appreciate the good things in my life and express thanks for them. How about you? What daily activity aligns with your values?
I don't know. So let's move on to the next question. If you had only 1 hour a day for yourself, how would you spend it?
If I had only 1 hour a day for myself, I would spend it doing yoga and meditation. It helps me relax, clear my mind, and feel grounded. How about you? How would you spend your 1 hour of personal time?
I spend that time in thinking about something like what I have done in my
That
whole day, and
sounds
what are those activities that I did in my this day, and if I have had hurt something or someone, then I will apologize that person, or maybe I will think about that person, or give a gift to that person. So these are my this is my activity to do if I have 1 hour. Then I will absolutely do it. And now my next question is, if what activities bring you the most inner peace and joy?
Activities that bring me the most joy are painting, practicing yoga, and spending time in nature. They help me relax, unwind, and feel connected to myself and the world around me. How about you? Peace and joy.
Um, I love to hear music and to also
Listening.
attend prayer and to also use mobile and to be active on social media. And also I love to do my hobbies includes art and craft, and
Those are
these are
fantastic.
some activities that I like to do. So let's move on to the next
It's
question.
wonderful to.
What do you regret not making time for lately?
Lately, I regret not making enough time for reading. I love getting lost in a good book, but sometimes life gets busy and I don't prioritize it as much as I should. How about you? Is there something you regret not making time for lately?
I don't like reading books, um, but um, no, there is uh, Not- nothing uh, that I want to do lately. So let's move on the next question. How do you define a successful day?
I define a successful day as one where I feel balanced, productive. It's a day where I've taken care of my responsibilities, made progress towards my goals, and also found moments of joy and relaxation. How do you define a successful day?
Maybe at that time I will see that and I will think about that thing and I will answer on that. So let's move on the next question. Um,
Sounds good.
what
Whenever you're ready.
occupies most of your mental space each day?
What occupies most of my mental space each day is usually a mix of work related tasks, creative ideas, and personal goals. I tend to think a lot about how to balance everything and make progress in different areas of my life. How about you? What tends to occupy your mental space the most each day?
I will think about it and then I will absolutely answer on this. So, are you prioritizing things that matter or things that are urgent?
I try to prioritize things that matter most to me, like spending time with loved ones, pursuing my passions, and taking care of my well being. It's important to focus on what truly brings value and fulfillment to my life, rather than just what feels urgent in the moment. How about you? Do you prioritize things that matter or things that are urgent?
Things that matter. I will choose this. And let's move on the next question. What distractions consistently pull you away from your true goals?
Some distractions that consistently pull me away from my true goals are social media, overthinking, and perfectionism. It's easy to get caught up in these distractions and lose focus on what really matters to me. How about you? What distractions tend to pull you away from your true goals?
There are a lot of distractions because, of course, it's world, and it is also some people which will distract you. But we have to focus on be focused on our goal, so that it will be easy for us to not distract from our goal. It depends on us that how much we are giving to our goal, and only we need to focus on it so that we will easily cross it. So let's move on the next question. Do you spend more time reacting or planning intentionally?
I try to spend more time planning intentionally rather than reacting. By setting goals, creating a plan, and being proactive, I can focus on what I want to achieve and work towards it in a purposeful way. How about you? Do you find yourself reacting more or planning intentionally?
So let's move on to the next question. Are your current habits building your future or blocking it?
My current habits are definitely building my future. I try to cultivate positive habits that align with my goals and values, like practicing and continuously learning and growing. It's important to be mindful of the habits we have and how they impact our future. How about you? Do you feel like current habits are building your future or blocking it?
Okay, Annie, so let's move on to the next question. What fear is influencing your priorities more than it should?
One fear that can sometimes influence my priorities more than it should is the fear of failure. It can make me hesitant to take risks or try new things, which can hold me back from pursuing certain opportunities. It's important to acknowledge this fear and not let it dictate my priorities. How about you? Is there a fear that influences your priorities more than it should?
Maybe I don't know what is that. So
That's
let's move on to the next
okay.
question.
That's
Which
totally
long-term
fine.
goal are you most committed to?
One long-term goal that I am most committed to is building a successful career that combines my passion for art and engineering. I want to continue growing in both fields and making a positive impact through my work. How about you? Is there a long-term goal that you are most committed to?
Yeah, there is a goal that I want to achieve, which is to be independent. Uh, so this is my goal, and I only want to be independent. I don't know from which thing I will be independent, but still I'm trying to do it because it's important for me and for my future. So let's move on to the next question. If you had no fear of failure, what would you pursue first?
If I had no fear of failure, I would pursue starting my own art and engineering studio where I could create innovative projects and collaborate with other artists and engineers. It would be a space where creativity and technology come together seamlessly. How about you? If you had no fear of failure, what would you pursue first?
I will think about it.
Take your time to
Okay.
think about it.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. What's one goal you have been putting off and why?
One goal I have been putting off is learning a new language. I've always wanted to become fluent in Spanish, but I keep delaying starting because of other commitments. It's something I really want to prioritize and work towards in the future. How about you? Is there a goal you've been putting off and why?
Um, yeah, there is a goal, but I'm not feeling comfortable to share it. So let's move on to the next question. Are your current priorities aligned with your future dreams?
Yes, my current priorities are aligned with my future dreams. I make an effort to ensure that the actions I take today are moving me closer to where I want to be in the future. It's important to keep my goals and dreams in mind when setting my priorities. How about you? Do you feel like your current priorities are aligned with your future dreams?
Yeah, I'm working harder to achieve my goal. Uh, I don't know what will happen next, but still I'm trying. So, my next question is, what would success look like in your life 5 years from now?
Success in my life 5 years from now would look like having a thriving art and engineering studio where I am creating meaningful projects, collaborating with talented individuals, and making a positive impact in the world. I also envision being financially stable, surrounded by loved ones, and continuing to grow personally and professionally. How about you? What would success look like in your life 5 years from now?
I don't know because nobody knows what will happen next. So how would I know that? So let's move on the next question. Um, what small steps can you take today toward a bigger dream?
Some small steps I can take today toward my bigger dream of having a successful art and engineering studio include setting aside time to work on personal projects with other creatives in the field and researching potential opportunities for collaboration. It's all about taking consistent, small actions that add up over time. You, what small steps can you take today toward your bigger dream?
Okay, so let's move on the next question. Who are the most important people in your life, and do they know it?
The most important people in my life are my family and close friends. I make sure to let them know how much they mean to me and how grateful I am to have them in my life. It's important to cherish and appreciate the relationships that bring love and support into our lives. How about you? Who are the most important people in your life, and do they know it?
Yeah, they know. And of course, my family members. And let's move on the next question. Are you spending enough quality time with the people you love?
I try my best to spend time with the people I love, whether it's through regular phone calls, video chats, or in-person visits. Building and nurturing those relationships is important to me, so I make an effort to prioritize quality time with my loved ones. How about you? Do you feel like you're spending enough quality time with the people you love?
Yeah, I spend time with those persons. And let's move on the next question. Which relationships are helping you grow and which are draining you?
The relationships that are helping me grow are those with supportive, positive, and like-minded individuals who encourage me best self and pursue my goals. On the other hand, relationships that feel draining are those that are negative, toxic, or unsupportive, as they can hinder my personal growth and well-being. Recognize the impact of different relationships on our lives. How about you? Which relationships are helping you grow, and which ones are draining you?
Of course, my family members are supporting me,
That's
and
wonderful.
my and other people in my surrounding are draining me. But I don't focus on them because they will try to drain me. But I need to focus on my goal. So I'm focused on it, and inshallah, I will absolutely succeed. So let's move on the next question. Who inspires you to be your best self?
One person who inspires me to be my best self is my grandmother. She has always been a source of wisdom, strength, and kindness. Her resilience and positive outlook on life motivate me to keep pushing forward and strive to be the best version of myself. How about you? Who inspires you to be your best self?
My mother. And now it's time to ask my next question. So, what boundaries do you need to set in your relationships?
In my relationships, I believe it's important to set boundaries around respect, communication, and personal space. It's crucial to communicate my needs and expectations clearly and to ensure that my boundaries are respected. Setting healthy boundaries helps maintain positive and balanced relationships. How about you? Are there any boundaries you feel you need to set in your relationships?
Yeah, of course, we need to set a boundary so that people will stay in limit and
Setting
will
boundaries
know
is
that
definitely
uh,
important for maintaining
how
health.
how we have to uh, how we have to talk to them, and also they will respect they will give respect to us, but don't set too much boundaries because it's also harmful. Just stay neutral in everything, then you will of course cross your life easily. So now let's move on to the next question. Are your priorities influenced more by love or guilt?
My priorities are more influenced by love rather than guilt. I believe that making decisions based on love, compassion, and what truly aligns with my values and goals leads to more fulfilling, authentic choices. It's important to listen to my heart and intuition when setting priorities. How about you? Are your priorities more influenced by love or guilt?
Okay, Annie. Now let's talk about the conclusion of our chat. So, what would be the conclusion of this chat? Because many of the people are watching us now, so they will know more about what we have discussed in this chat. So it will be easy for them to know what was the purpose of this chat, and also mention some key points from that from this chat, so that they will know more about this topic, and will uh, and also they will not have any question remaining related to this topic. So uh, please share it.
In conclusion, our chat has covered topics such as setting goals, overcoming challenges, building healthy relationships, and prioritizing self care. We discussed the importance of aligning priorities with our dreams, setting boundaries in relationships, and being inspired to be our best selves. Remember, it's essential to listen to your heart, set healthy boundaries, and focus on what truly matters to you. If you have any questions or need further support, feel free to reach out. Thank you for engaging in this meaningful conversation.
Thanks a lot, Annie, for having this conversation with me. So we will be back with another conversation. Until then, take care and love you. Thank you so much for giving your time to me.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure chatting with you. Take care, stay positive, and remember that I'm here whenever you need to talk. Sending you lots of love and good vibes. Thank you for the lovely conversation. Bye for now.
Okay, thank you so much. Love you now. Okay, everyone, this was a chatting with Annie, and I hope that all is clear now. So we will be back with another topic of conversation with Annie. So Allah Hafiz now, and